Rabbits in the wild have access to unlimited fresh grass, dried grass, leaves, bark, and other things they need to stay healthy. Though domesticated or pet rabbits are not wild rabbits, they are still rabbits. When we accept the responsibility of pet ownership, we must remember that our rabbits no longer have access to nature's vast outdoor garden. They rely on us to make sure their dietary needs are met. The majority of diet should be hay. Young and adult rabbits should have unlimited access to hay. Some experts say that 75 to 85% of any rabbit's diet, healthy rabbits that is, should consist of a long strand, fibrous, natural, chemical-free hay. Others say hay should make up as much as 90% of the daily diet, especially if the animal has no other source of coarse fiber, like sticks, dried leaves, etc. Think of the size of your pet rabbit. The amount of hay it eats every single day should closely compare to the mass of his body, rather than the weight of the rabbit. Sometimes a rabbit owner will say, "Well, my rabbit never has eaten hay and he's fine." This should never be used as the standard for any rabbit. It is well documented that rabbits need hay and coarse fiber foods to sustain overall health, including teeth. Types of hay. Most rabbit owners feed Timothy hay, oat hay, brome, orchard grass hay, or a combination of such varieties. Rabbits also eat fresh grasses that have not been sprayed or exposed to any chemicals. Do not cut fresh grass from the yard or any field and then let the grass sit before feeding it to your rabbit. Grass starts rotting right when it's cut, so you want to feed fresh grass to your rabbit immediately after it's cut, if you choose to do so. Rabbits like the taste of alfalfa. Alfalfa hay is one of their favorites. For most rabbits, that is. Even so, it should really not be fed to an adult as a main source of hay. Alfalfa is a legume hay, which is too high in calcium and protein to be a regular diet for rabbits. Adult rabbits need primarily grass hays, which have increased fiber, less protein, and less calcium. If fed too much alfalfa, the absorption of that extra calcium can cause kidney stones, urinary tract, and other serious problems for your pet rabbit over time. Young rabbits can have more alfalfa than adults. For most breeds, alfalfa should be phased out of the diet at about 6 months or a little bit older. Sadly, the outdated information about pet rabbits that some veterinarians access still say that alfalfa should be a primary hay source for any rabbit a year or older. This is not consistent with best care practices, and likely it is due to the fact that formal education about rabbits is still not comprehensive. Alfalfa should be phased out of a rabbit's diet at about 6 months of age and used thereafter as a treat or if other hay is not available. Always phase in new food, and that includes hay. While phasing your rabbit from one food to another, diminish or lessen the food the rabbit's used to or the hay type that the rabbit's used to while increasing the new food or the new hay. And over time, over a couple weeks' time, you can replace the new food or the new type of hay with the old type. It is not good to make sudden changes to a rabbit's diet. Abrupt changes can cause diarrhea and other dangerous problems. Phasing one food out while phasing another in at the same time also allows the rabbit to acquire a taste for the new food or hay. Strong gut muscles keep the digestive system moving. One of the most important reasons to establish proper hay feeding habits is a rabbit's digestive system. Timothy and other such hay have long fibers that the rabbit's gut must have in order to keep food moving properly through the rabbit's gut. There's a great deal of scientific evidence to support this fact. Think of it this way: you exercise to keep your body in shape. Exercise helps keep muscles strong, which allow you to keep moving, walking, running, picking up items, etc. Rabbits must have strong gut muscles in order to digest food properly. That means they need to constantly exercise their digestive system. Rabbits do this by eating long strand hay and other coarse fibers. If rabbits go too long without hay or other coarse fibers, their gut slows down and it gets weak. It is only a matter of time before the digestive tract is not strong enough to properly digest food. A slow-moving or stopped gut causes gastrointestinal stasis. We call this GI stasis. This is a very painful condition commonly known as the silent killer. While some medications or other factors can also cause GI stasis, this condition is most often by improper feeding or improper care, like not brushing your rabbit during heavy shedding. A big part of properly caring for your rabbit is checking their feces or their poop morning and night. If you notice your rabbit is unable to eliminate waste, or meaning poop, properly, or if your rabbit gets diarrhea, contact a veterinarian immediately. Another thing to look for is cecotropes. And to understand what cecotropes are, you can look them up online. They're clumpy little nutrient-dense poops that your rabbit should deposit about once a day and reconsume them. This is something the rabbit needs to get proper nutrition. Humans should not see those laying around in the litter box or other places, and if you do, it is likely that a new food or hay has been introduced too quickly for the rabbit's digestive system to get used to, or you are feeding the rabbit improper vegetables or some kind of food that is not good for them, or too many greens. Rabbit owners often notice overproduction of these little cecotropes when they've had their rabbits out playing in the yard and the rabbit has eaten a lot of grass and the rabbit's digestive system is not used to that. So keep an eye on the digestive system, monitor the litter box for waste, and again, contact a veterinarian if the rabbit stops eating or does not eliminate waste or gets diarrhea. As with all topics concerning any kind of pet, really, there are always exceptions. If your rabbit has some kind of special health needs, you should work with a veterinarian or someone who has expertise in that particular area, whatever the health issue is. Otherwise, this information I'm presenting here is just the basics of best care practices for pet rabbit ownership. I hope it was helpful. Leave a comment or a question in the comment section. I always try to answer questions as quickly as possible, and we'll be publishing more videos in the future. If you like this content, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. As always, be kind to animals, and thank you for caring.